Good day, everyone. Merry meet. My name is Glennis. I am the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. If you're new and you've just found my channel, well, welcome. I hope you hit the subscribe button and join us for learning, a little bit of fun, a lot of magic, because you've encountered a channel all things magical. And if you're returning, well, thank you so much for your support. It truly means so much to me. So the spell that I have going on today is for a client. So you may encounter a few quiet spots here and there, and that's only because I might be saying someone's name. But basically what I've combined here, and to me it only makes sense. I mean, I understand the aspect of a call me spell. I totally understand that. But there is a reason why someone may not be contacting you, especially if they know your number and they know where you are and things like that. But the way I see it, a call me spell should be combined with like a road opener spell. They've encountered a blockage either physically or mentally or in some kind of way. And so that's how I'm going to take the approach here, is that there is a blockage. So I'm basically combining a road opener with a communication spell, with a call me spell. So whatever you want to call it, feel free. But I have a sigil here that's just for this couple. And it's right here. And what I've done on the other side of it, I've written both of their names, so-and-so, call, please, because I'm starting very nicely. Now, some of the herbs here that I have are very forceful herbs, and you will see them. I think you've probably seen one or two in prior videos. Does no sound familiar? But anyway, we're starting and working with some forceful herbs, but I'm trying to approach it in a kind and gentle fashion, which is why I'm starting with a smaller candle. And I'm going to be working this candle all morning, and then later, when I feel the time is appropriate, I'm going to go to a larger blue candle. And of course, we know blue is associated with communication. And I almost started to use an orange candle to kind of act as a road opener. But I'm hoping that the herbs that I have incorporated and the oils I've incorporated and my intentions that I've incorporated will do the trick for the road opener. But let's quickly as we can, go over a list of what we have here. Now, as far as the herbs are concerned, I have, let's start with chamomile. Chamomile encourages communication. It's very calming. And I have a little bit of chamomile buds here. They're just adorable. I have chamomile in here and in here on the tray. I have deer's tongue, which I use this for opening up communications. I have this in my mortar and pestle. I have, let's see, where did I put it? I have marjoram, and marjoram it opens up. Marjoram is used for opening up a loving energy. And I have this in here, and I also have marjoram oil that I'm going to be using in here. And I have some lavender, which I have here. And of course here, I've got it in here too. And I've got a little bit of lavender oil. You guys know, you know my style. If I'm going to use it in an herb blend and on a tray, then I'm going to try and find an accompanying oil too with it. But I'm using the lavender for a calming effect, because I don't know this for a fact, but I've been in a relationship or two here and there, and I know people argue and tempers flare. So, and I'm not saying these people argued, I have no idea, but certainly if they're not talking, then, well, you know. But, so I'm using lavender to bring about calm. I have already carved on my candle the name of the person, please call so-and-so, the name of the person, please speak to me, please call me, and this is on this candle here. I'm also in here, I also have some basil, which removes blockages, and I'm using cedar wood, which I can't explain why. I've got some cedar wood oil, and I've also put in here licorice root, and again, we all know licorice root is a commanding, and I've got licorice root right here, is a commanding, call so-and-so, call so-and-so, period. There's just, you do this, period. That's all there is to it. And that's why I have calamus root in here as well, because it's a commanding, you know, just do it. Just, let's not even discuss it. I've used some rose hips, and I've got some here as well, and I have some in here. And it's not because that they don't love one another. It's, I just don't think there's any harm in bringing in a little extra love. And now when you do assemble your herbs in your mortar and pestle, you know, don't just, okay, let's get this done. I've been sitting here, and like I did in yesterday's road opener, I've been sitting here and I'm putting all of my intention, and I'm basically putting my client's intention in it. Exactly what I want to happen, why I want it to happen, and take time doing these things. No one ever said magic was quick. No one ever said, yeah, you know, this is going to happen in a day, a month, a week, you know, whatever. And sometimes things don't always turn out like you think they're going to, especially with road openers. I have a little bit of cinnamon in here as well. And again, I use cinnamon for success and road opening, and some vervain. Vervain is grounding and protection, which is why I've used the cedar wood. I'm going to use the cedar wood in the oil. It's for grounding and protection. And they have asked for protection. And I mean, everyone can use protection from the real world, the metaphysical world. You know, we all need a little bit of it. I mean, you see me here with my sage right here. And of course, I've saged and cleansed the area, but the first thing I did before I even started was I took a protection and cleansing bath. Because something like this, I don't cast a circle. And there's a lot of times I don't cast a circle because I want any and every entity that I have worked with and been working with feel comfortable coming in to aid in this. And if they want to go, which is why there's names and birth dates and things like that on here, if they want to go and compel this person to do so, then go for it. I haven't worked with anyone that I feel uncomfortable with, that I don't have control over, so we'll just leave it at that. But in this little jar here, I've put a little bit of my Mercury Retrograde oil. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to be used for a Mercury Retrograde, although you guys do know another one's coming up October 31st, right? Okay, just fair warning there. But I use this is just for open communications and clear and concise communications, because, I mean, we all know it can get kind of crazy. But the other thing that I put on here is some pink Himalayan salt. And again, this is to protect this working here. And what I'm going to add, of course, my oil is already in here. I'm going to be adding a little bit of marjoram. Just a bit, doesn't need a lot, because it's going to be used for this candle and this candle. A little bit of lavender. a little bit of cedar wood. And you guys know I love to use cedar. It's very grounding. And I do have some sweet orange here because orange is known to remove blockages. And a little bit of peppermint. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I don't have any fear of any of this actually hurting my hands. I'm going to dot it on the four corners of my petition paper and in the middle. I activate this candle to open the lines of communication between and make call as soon as possible in a positive and loving way with the help of my guides, with the help of my guardians, with the help of my ancestors, and with the help of the God and the Goddess. I enchant this candle. And what I'll do is I'll take this, I have his photo, the person that we want to call, and our petition paper, and I'm going to just fold this over. I don't want to take a chance of anything being seen. This is going right under here. I'm going to be using my herbs, same as pretty much yesterday. And what I will do is, over the course of at least the next hour, I'm going to sit and enchant and put all of my intentions and all of my clients' intentions into this candle. When this candle is burned virtually totally down, I'll take the petition at that point. I'll take this petition and the sigil, and which is why my cauldron is here, and I will burn this. And in essence, burning this petition is releasing the energy that I have put into this, and it will release it out into the universe. Like I said, I'll give this, a day or so, maybe, and then I'll do the same thing with this candle. I will dress and bless this candle. It's of course already cleansed, but I will dress and bless it, and you guys have seen me probably do it before. I'll use my metal skewer. I'll skewer it all the way to the bottom, and again, excuse me, check the bottom of your candle to make sure your wick is centered. We don't want it to burn improperly. And I'll use a little, the rest of this oil actually to soak down in here. And I will sprinkle a few herbs. Now, not a lot of herbs, because I don't want to, I don't want to get crazy and start a fire. But I will sit with my intentions. Again, this candle will be worked and worked and worked, and I will become more forceful in my verbiage when I come and sit here and call to them or him and ask him kindly to call, and then I will get to the point where I will command him to call. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And again, thank you for joining me. With that, I will say merry part, but I so hope to merry meet again. Goodbye, guys.